So as we just saw in the clip that just played, I'll be discussing how each stone played a role in the snap of Avengers Infinity War. So we know that Thanos succeeded in his mission in Avengers Infinity War to wipe out half the population, including half of the Avengers, and that's where Infinity War ended. So let's start off with each different stone and how it worked in the snap of Avengers Infinity War, because when he snaps in Avengers, literally he snaps with the gauntlet, like he does the snap. But when he snaps in Infinity War, you can see that the Time Stone glows because he uses each stone. So I'm going to be talking about how each stone worked in the snap and what it did to affect wiping out half the population. Let's start off with the simple one, the Power Stone. So the Power Stone is the first Infinity Stone registered into the gauntlet at the beginning of Infinity War, actually. The Space Stone was the first stone to be entered in Infinity War, because at the beginning of the film, Thanos already had the Power Stone, so we didn't get to see him enter it into the gauntlet. The Power Stone goes into the first, basically your index finger. Is this one, it goes into the first, it's one of the first stones, and what it does is it powers up the other stones necessarily for the snap, because if Thanos just went for the space, reality, soul, mind, time stones, and he snapped half the universe, nothing would have happened, because he needs the Power Stone in order to power up the other stones in order to snap half the universe away. So now we can get into the Space Stone, which is the second stone that Thanos needs to snap half the universe away from existence. The Space Stone is the blue Infinity Stone out of the 6 singularities of the stones. So without the Space Stone, there was no way he could have accomplished the snap either. So what the Space Stone can do for the snap is that it makes sure it goes out throughout all of life, because that's what Thanos wants. He wants the snap to erase half of the population of the world. So in order to do that, he would need the Space Stone so that it can go throughout the whole population of the world. Because without the Space Stone, it wouldn't have gone through the whole population. It would have probably just gone through like one place or something like that. Or it wouldn't have even worked without the Space Stone, the Power Stone, the Soul Stone, the Mind Stone, Time Stone, or the Reality Stone. So each stone does its own role in the snap, and that's why Space Stone is so important in the snap, because of its, space-like powers, how it erases all of life throughout space. So we can move on to the Reality Stone, which is the third red Infinity Stone out of the 6 singularity of the stones. The Reality Stone does, it basically just manipulates reality, so whoever holds the Reality Stone can, change reality in which way the user wants. So basically what the Reality Stone does in the snap is it, fades away the characters. Like, here's an example.
Steve?
So it, as you saw in the clip, it just makes the dust particles and it makes the characters fade away. And so, yeah, that's what the Reality Stone does. It can do whatever it wants. It can, change reality. It can make people disappear. It can make people turn into whatever it wants. It can do anything that the user possesses it to do. And that's why I stopped for a second, because I was going to end the clip, but there's actually more I need to say. So that's what the Reality Stone does, and that's why Thanos needs it in order to, snap his fingers and erase half of the population, because he needs the Reality Stone to make sure the characters, or the people, fade away, and they make sure that they fade away, and that, they're gone, and that actually they go into the Soul Stone, which we'll talk about next. So let's talk about the Soul Stone and what the Soul Stone can do in this snap. So basically the Soul Stone in general, basically, it can see all the living souls throughout the universe. Like right now, if I was in the MCU, it could be looking right at me, and I wouldn't even be noticing it. So the Soul Stone, yeah, I can see all the living souls, and it can it can change. It's very hard to explain. So the Soul Stone in Infinity War, what it does is there's actually a way to possess it, and you can't just go and take it. There's a way you need to possess the Soul Stone, and that is to give up the one you love, and it's on Vormir, which, it doesn't start with an H like we all thought, but there might be there might actually be a way with this starts with an H, which I'll make in another video. And what it does is it, picks out the souls that will be erased in the snap and be teleported into the soul stone, so that the characters will go into the soul stone, and that's what it does. It just, and once Thanos snaps his fingers, erase half the population with the soul stone, it'll change. Once they fade to ash, they'll appear in the soul world, and they'll stay there until the snap is undone by whoever it'll be in Avengers 4. The Time Stone, of course, the one that Doctor Strange possesses in Avengers Infinity War, and his solo film Doctor Strange and Son of Thor Ragnarok. So what the Time Stone does is that, whoever possesses the Time Stone, which is Doctor Strange in his film Doctor Strange, it makes the user able to go through time. They can, go back in time, go forward in time, they can, change time in general. So what the Time Stone does with Thanos' snap in Infinity War is that you can see it glow. You can see that it glows once he snaps his fingers in the beginning clip. Is that, it makes sure all the people fade away at the same time, and it makes sure it's permanent, because without Time Stone, it can be undone anyway. Like, Time Stone can just, without Time Stone, when Thanos snaps his fingers and does it, it can just, probably just be undone at any time. The Avengers can just wait for it to be undone. But so the Time Stone makes sure it's permanent, unless someone else, either takes the Time Stone or something like that, or, make sure Thanos doesn't get the Time Stone, so that the snap will be undone in Avengers 4, which most likely will be, which will, end the MCU in general, and that's what the Time Stone does. It can make the character, whoever possesses it, go back in time, forward in time, change time, whatever it wants. They can do any of that. The Mind Stone. This is the sixth and the yellow Infinity Stone, by the way, the Time Stone. It's the green Infinity Stone, and the Soul Stone is like the orange Infinity Stone. But this is the yellow Infinity Stone. This is the Mind Stone we're talking about here. So the Mind Stone is the sixth and final stone that Thanos needs in order to work the snap. We got the Power Stone, the Space Stone, the Reality Stone, the Soul Stone, the Time Stone, and the Mind Stone goes right here on like the upper palm. And what the Mind Stone does is that once it can basically just make sure that Thanos knows what he's doing. It kind of doesn't really explain it too much in general, but like basically it means that Thanos, it can like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, make sure that, Thanos knows what he's doing, because then if he doesn't have the Mind Stone, he could possibly die with it doing the snap, and so that's why he needs the Mind Stone in order to do it, because he does not want to die. He makes sure that he knows what he's doing in the snap, and that he knows how to erase half the population, because without it, he probably, he kind of does know what he's doing, but like, the Mind Stone just makes sure it works, is what I'm basically trying to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, it's kind of confusing, I know. Basically, the Power Stone, powers up the other stones. Space Stone makes sure it goes out through all space. Reality Stone turns everybody to ash. Soul Stone picks out the souls that'll die in snap. Time Stone erases everybody at the same time. Mind Stone to make sure that it works in general, to make sure he knows what he's doing. So there, that's my little snap video, how each Infinity Stone plays its own role in the snap, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to this new channel, and I'll see you guys in possibly today's video for the Marcus Cranksville review on my main channel, which is down in the description below. I'm kind of late in that video, but I'll make sure it gets out. Peace.